Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. How y'all doing? Happy hump day, baby. It is Wednesday on my day. And we are here to do a full audio recap of episode number 55, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. Yesterday was all right. It was heavy for me, honey. With that Anita scene, it's heavy. I haven't had a chance to look at you guys' comments, but I promise before the end of the week, I will answer everybody. I will definitely respond and answer everybody. But I saw some people say, "You missed me. I missed y'all too." I mean, so today is the waiting game for me to find out if I got cast for this damn show. So my stomach's gonna be on in knots between now and the time that they send out these emails. But I did have a dream last night, y'all, that the director was here in my house. I had other people in my house doing housework, and he just came in here, sat down, held my hand, squeezed it, and looked at me, said, "Shar, you got it." And I was like, "Sir, what you doing up?" Not my sir, but I was almost said his name. But if you look him up, like I said, he's the very first teacher to have ever won a Tony Award. I said, "What you doing in my house?" That's how I talk to people. So maybe that's a sign that I did get the role because I have one lady in my inbox, y'all. She is just, she's like, look, because I want you, because she's paying me. She will pay me for the role. But this role, honey, it's like one of my favorite shows, and I'll be winding up doing it for free. If I don't get cast, then I will definitely go and do this other lady's show. I have somebody else inboxing me about doing a lead for their show this summer. It's like a summer series, and I can't do it because I'll be traveling in July the same time that the show will be on, so I can't do it. But it's good to be wanted, y'all. It's good. It's real good. Not to be just talented, but to know that you have a good reputation of working with the person. And I feel like that's me. One quick little story time, y'all. Here I am. I'm a thrifter. I love thrifting. Found me a cute little outfit that I'm gonna wear out with my boo on Friday night for a little concert that we're going to, and a little dress that I'm gonna wear for a show. A friend of mine, he has a theater uh company that I do a lot of shows with. And this last show I was supposed to audition for, but I changed my mind so that I can go ahead and audition for the one that I'm actually want to be in. So I'm gonna go and support them nonetheless. So I'm on my way back and I see this big ass lump, like LUNP, like a big something, like an animal in my, like, I have stairs to my house, so there's a little bit of a yard, but there's a little sidewalk that leads to my little bitty driveway. So I just see it now. I have problems with cats. Since I've been in this house, I've been in this house since 95. Cats been all over the place. I don't feed them, but I have a neighbor who lives in my cul-de-sac. She has cats and she feeds the strays. She has one. I told y'all one of her cats died in my driveway a while back. I think I told y'all about that. So she told me she was supposed to call the services to get rid of them. She ain't doing that, honey. She just making sure I don't kill no, which I didn't. I didn't kill no cat. I think it was a neighbor who moved. They've already moved. I think they had some poison or something in their grass or something, and the cat got a hold to it. But anyway, I'm coming back, and there's this black cat that I've been seeing all around, honey. I was like, okay, all right. So I'm pulling up, and I see that he's just sitting there, not trying to move. Because normally when I drive in my driveway, they run, they skedaddle, but he didn't move. So yo, don't be laughing at me. Y'all hear me? As I get closer to the top of the hill, where I pull up, kind of sort of to my front door, so I can just walk in. Child, there was a gray cat, honey, laid flat in front of him, baby. He was bent over, baby, giving it to her. Fucking her on my property, y'all. Fucking her on my property in front of. They didn't give a who saw them. They were just. She was just lay. When I tell you that gray cat, she was laid out, baby, on her stomach. And he was on top of her, balled up, baby. Just. And so that's when I opened up my door, I screamed, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I know y'all like, "Shar, you ain't never seen two cats fuck." No, I ain't never seen. I'm the only big puss on this damn property. Shit. No, I ain't never seen no except for dogs. You see dogs all over the place. That ain't nothing new. But they was in the front yard. not yard, but like it. I have a small little concrete little walkway, and they was laying right there again. So now your sir was like, you know what that mean, right? Soon there's gonna be some meows and baby little cats. And I don't feed them. I don't feed them. I know y'all like, sure, you don't have to feed them. I mean, the way that my house is, it has so much fixing I need to do to it. They probably find a lot of shelter in certain places in my home, so I'm okay with that. So, and truth be told, they said, cats are like good luck if they all on your fucking property. Cause y'all know we've had some crazy like deaths. Like a couple of summers ago, lady 2 houses down, she died in her house. Then the lady next to me died. And then skip me. Then the lady on my other side, she had a house fire. She's an elderly person. She didn't die, but she came down there close to it. And so, shit, if I could just, if I'm protected, I'm protected, baby. I just don't feed them because I'm allergic to cats. So, and I don't want no cat. Don't tell me about get a non-allergic, blah blah blah. I don't want no cat. Okay, but yeah, I just thought that was weird that they on my damn front just fucking. Say what the fuck? I'm like, it would only be me, y'all. It would only be me. I've got some stories, and it would be like, really, really, because I'm really open and free like that. I don't judge. That, but it would only be me, and I know y'all don't judge me. Y'all be cracking up. So, but yeah, honey, yesterday, and I was just too out of it. I came home, finished the audio, and then I went on and uploaded 54. So I was like, don't I feel like watching 55? Because seeing them cats out there just wore me out. I was done. It just tore me to pieces. So yeah, that's a quick crazy ass story time from me yesterday. And it's still cold as hell here. It's like 60, no, it's 58 today. Like I said, Monday was 81. And yesterday's highs was 66. Today, I think we're going to get around maybe low 60s. But they say by the weekend it's going to shoot back up. So weekend is going to be cute time. We could be back out in our sundresses, but it's cold. I'm still here with sweaters, socks, everything. So yeah, honey. Yeah. All right. That's enough talking. Let me go ahead and I'm on my lunch break, so I'm gonna try my best to finish as much as I can and then try to get this all chopped together soon. But yeah. Yeah. Do y'all have any funny animal stories? Whether it's a stray dog or a cat. Like I said, cats have been on my property since my son was a baby. And I remember taking a picture of him when he was first crawling and he was sitting at the front door. It was a glass door, and he was just sitting there. And I was like, "What you looking at, boo?" So there was a baby kitten sitting there staring at him, and he's staring at the cat, and he had his hand on the window. He was about, Lord have mercy, about 6 months, so he'd be 24. So I took a picture of. I don't know where that picture is, but I took a picture of him sitting at the screen door, looking at. And it was a glass screen door, so he was had his hand on. He tried to touch the cat, and I was like, "Hell no." No, 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 no. So that's how long I've dealt with cats on my property. Of course, you got strays that you're gonna deal with, and my neighbor, she has a couple of pet ones that she knows that they run between my house and her house, so she's always looking. But yeah, I gotta make some changes to my property, not to do anything with them, but I need for my property to look a little bit more attractive, and it might take away from some shelter from them, but it's all right. They'll be all right. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this party started. It's my clock says it's 1:11, honey. That's my mama's day. So we're gonna go ahead and get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lord, we wake up. We wake up. I'm sorry. We open up. Starting off all wrong. We open up with Anita laying on the couch. Just when you having that good sleep and you be jumping in your sleep, or you watching somebody you love. Yeah, she just jumping in her sleep, and so Vernon comes in and he just looks at her. Mm-mm. So he talks and says, "I'm sorry that you have to go through this pain. Oh, I love you. It's my prayer. I promise. My identity. I love you, Anita." Did you get the all clear text yet? Loud ass Danny, baby. We are finally at the country club. Yesterday I said country club instead of Orphy Jean. So we are finally at the country club with the two sissies, with Danny and Nicole and Nikki. So Nicole says no. By the time we finish our frittata, she'll have her face on for us. So I guess they normally do a FaceTime with mother every day, and nothing yet. Danny was like, honey, I ain't never imagined daddy playing bouncer at our childhood home. Well, at least we have your little lady there on the inside. Yes, which has been good for them and for Kat. So Danny was like, girl, so how she's been doing with the roomy withdrawals. Well, change is not Princess Cat's first language, Nicole said. But faced with what Grand are going through, she snapped to it. They are her entire focus. Danny talking about everybody's been stepping the fuck up, honey. When Bill Hamilton showed up on Mother and Daddy's doorstep yesterday, and he got past Dottie. Girl, yeah, he came bearing a sweetener. He had the construction stopped at Leslie's fucking house. Oh, so he came by to preen. Well, Daddy asked him to do it, so he did it. For now, Nicole says, and she looked at her sister. Bitch, what else did Bill do? She was sipping that orange juice, honey. Danny was like, girl, I mean, he stopped by my place after, hoping to get rewarded for some of his good deeds with some of your sweetness, sissy. No, girl. No, he was actually shook by how mother looked, honey. She said we kind of kikied a little bit, did a little jokey here and there, but I mean, he's had some real distance and he was struck by the difference, between the last time he saw her and now. Had him actually reaching back to his OG trauma that he was going through with his mammy. So, Nicole remembers about his mother going through depression. And so Danny just chimed in. Is like, yeah, after watching his mother going through all these levels of different depths, no matter how hard he tried to love her back. Nicole was like, bitch, you are not going to make me feel bad for Bill. No. Danny was like, I mean, I wouldn't dream of it. And of course, that motherfucker's hit. He's got an extra layer of guilt. Our parents took him in like their own son, and he repaid them by breaking their hearts. And your heart. Danny was like, Mother and Daddy. Got the two bad son in law special. Yeah, Ted and Bill sitting in the tree. Okay. Mitch, we are not taking this to the Ted place. Okay. I am in a very happy single woman mode. Now that's why I want to go, bitch. Danny says, tell me something good. That's what she said. I mean, do we have to? Oh, girl, yes, honey, we must. We must. All right, baby, we are back at the hospital with the drop. Not the bop, but the drop. Drop, what you talking about, girl? At the hospital elevator, Grayson, Rashad, aka Jacob, finna do the plasma drop. Yeah, in the elevator. Why the hell does Jacob got on pants like he been playing in the paint? He got on some black pants and this guy paint splattered off. Jacob's doing the most, y'all. So Grayson puts the suitcase down beside Jacob. Jacob says, Max Marguerite. Shit, I can never say this motherfucking name. Max Rodriguez. He's a courier. Room 6. There are guys waiting for his ass outside the main entrance. And they asses ain't packing no fucking balloons and no damn candy. He best to fucking avoid that shit. He said, hurry the fuck up. Then we get the bop, 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 the whisper, bop, 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 bop. Okay, so Grayson comes to the nurse's station with this basket full of stuff. I guess he went to the lab right before he came to the nurse's station. Anyway, Shanice and got a real interesting thing about Shanice. Anyway, I'm gonna look at her as a character. I can't. Oh, and Ashley. So he says, "Hey ladies, what's the tea?" So Shanice was like, "What's up, girl?" He says, "Was the guy in room 6 already taken down for tests? No one's home." So Shanice was like, "Rodriguez, that moon?" Yeah, that's the one. Patel wants me to rerun his blood. Shanice was like, honey, I just processed Mr. Rodriguez's discharge papers, girl. Well, riddle me this, Romeo. What's Dr. Patel's thinking? Ordering new tests when the patient's already out the damn door. He looking all guilty. You fucking up now, Grayson, honey. We're back at the palace, and so Anita finally wakes up and he says, Good morning again. Oh, honey, I'm sorry I dozed off on you. You needed the rest, he says. Now don't get up, baby. We have a date with our daughters. and they can wait. No, honey, we have so much to do. Now, no. Not when you're in more pain today than you were yesterday. I can see it now, and I can also see it when you were there asleep. Well, then I'm just gonna have to give back those little shiny statues with my name on it, honey. Best actress, my oh, that's it, honey. We going. Vernon says, "No, no, no. If I go in that hospital, I might not come out." So we're back in the alleyway with Jacob and Smitty. So Jacob comes back, and Smitty was like, "Okay, well, how was the drop? To be determined." Smitty was like, "What the fuck that mean? Were you clocked?" "Not me, Rodriguez. They put another hit out on Max. Look, I don't know, but all I know is for sure is that there were men hanging outside of Garland. I recognize one of them motherfuckers from the truck job. He's not picking up because Smitty tried to pick up the phone and call him. He ain't picking up no fucking phone. But I think I did get the message to him." Smitty was like, "You think? Ren has already got his pound of flesh in his hand on from that damn knife. We can't be having him or his thugs from the Red Rock Market ring circling back to finish his ass. We got to get his ass out that hospital now." Smitty is like anxious. Jacob was like, "Wait a minute, wait, hold, wait. I asked Grayson to tell Max so he can find a code to exit for him." "Wait a minute, you told Grayson about Max?" Smitty says. "Yeah, man, I ain't had no fucking choice. Now, Rashad facade worked really good out here, but on the third floor of Garland, they see right through that shit." So, yeah, Smitty was like, "Well, that's a smart ass way to figure out who Grayson Perez really is. When Max's life depends on the fucking answer." Wow, yeah, that is true. Patel says jab by jab. We're back at the hospital, and that is what Grayson says. "Man, if the man give me an order, I just do the order. So Ashley says, "Well, probably was just changing. I would check again." He says, "We'll do." So he leaves. Ashley was like, "I mean, I bet Patel's receptionist got the labs mixed up or just the wires crossed. Girl, don't worry about it, girl." Shanice says, "Just typing. We'll see about that shit." So we're back at damn Max's bed. He's still in the hospital room. When I tell you he got like 50 million unknown callers, missed calls on that damn burner phone of his. So he's, getting ready to go. So Grayson comes in there. So Grayson says, "Max Rodriguez." Max says, "Damn, that was fast. I wouldn't normally ask for anything, but this hurts like hell." He says, "I'm not here with a prescription." Grayson says, "I'm here with a message." He says, "Look, I ain't done shit. Look, relax, okay? This is from Rashad." And damn, Shanice talking about, "This ain't making no fucking sense because there ain't no blood order in this machine at all." Shanice don't play that shit, honey. She don't play that at all. Ashley says, "Well, maybe Dr. Patel's nurse must have deleted it or something, girl." She says, "I'll let Grayson know. Rodriguez doesn't need to be spilling no more blood, girl." So she finna go down there to the damn room. There's a service elevator at the end of the hall. You're gonna take that down to the loading dock, and from there you get your ass on the main road, and then you disappear, okay? Knock knock. "Mr. Rodriguez, hey, I'm here to rescue you from this guy." He's fine, ain't he? Ah, "Hey, Grayson, Dr. Patel, he deleted that additional order for blood work, okay?" Oh, yeah. Thank you for catching that," Grayson says. "Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just get a wheelchair for you, and we'll be wheeling you out." Oh, no, 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 no. Grayson says, "Well, Mr. Rodriguez is waiting for his prescription." Oh gosh, of course, yeah. "Oh, you know what? Just give me a few minutes. Just wait right here, okay?" This is all Ashley, girl. She see Grayson, and she's just so oblivious. So Max thanks him after Ashley leaves, and so he's like, "Look, the only way you can thank me is by keeping your fucking mouth shut." Grayson, damn. He said, "Because if anybody found out that I tipped you off," Max like, "Look, I know you and I both can end up back here, probably in body bags. Oh, Grayson says, "No, you ain't got to worry about them motherfuckers out there, right? Because I'm gonna finish the job myself. Now go." So Max grabbed his phone and he skedaddled out. They cast that guy real good to play Max because he been scared the whole time. Every time we saw his ass, he was scared. "I let my fears get the best of me yesterday. Don't follow that example." We're back at the palace, and that is what Vernon is telling Anita. "I'm being realistic, baby. You're refusing to see the state that I'm in. Do you agree that you're in pain?" I don't want to go. Have you been able to keep any of your damn medications down? Vernon, listen to me. I am listening to you, and what I hear is the chemo talking. No, the hospital is the hospital is where you can get the help you need, girl. They will manage the side effects and give you some relief. Please, Anita, please. Eh, It's not what I want, Vernon. He says, well, honey, you can tell me how wrong I am when we on the way, but we're fucking going. All right, I'll go. Not because I'm agreeing with you. I just don't have the energy to fight you. I'll have Titus bring the car around. That's another character we haven't seen is Titus. We haven't seen Titus and Rowena. Maybe they be together sometime. Lord, when I tell you that lady is like weeping and crying and just wailing, Jesus, I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for her. So Grayson comes out to the nurse's station. So Ashley was like, one sec, I have to wrap up this prescription thing for Mr. Rodriguez. He left. He said that his ride was here. I would have told him to wait, but he was getting really anxious. Poor thing. Well, I guess he could have gotten that prescription at any pharmacy, but I would have willed him past hours on the way out. Shanice was like, well, honey, however way he got stabbed must have been real traumatizing. I mean, he was so shaken. I'm just glad his ass didn't bolt out of here in his old hospital gown. So Grayson was like, yeah, poor guy. So Shanice walks away. He looks at Ashley and he says, I thought you had the night shift. On the night shift. Yeah, y'all remember that? I see you looking proud. I know you're not around. On the night shift. Who say that? That was the Commodores, right? The more recent with the man with the curly hair, the Jerry curl. Was that the night shift? Gonna be a sweet love. Gonna be alright on the night shift. Yeah, yeah, that was a Commodore. Way after Lionel. Yeah, she says, I just want to finish a little charts. The chief gave me a little nudge. He says, wait a minute, Leah's giving you trouble? Eh, she just wanted to light my fire. If I want to move her up, I have to be perfect. He says, well, you already are perfect. But I get keeping our boss happy. I do. I should get back to the lab. She says, well, you can definitely make me happy. How about some lunch? He's like, wow, girl, you just pulled an all-nighter. She says, I can rally. He says, rain check, okay? I got a lot more going on today than I expected. So she was looking like, well, fuck. So we're back in the alley. Smitty got a text or a call from Max telling Jacob that he got out clean and he's going to take him someplace safe. Oh, really? I'm going to come with. Nah, Rashad, you ain't coming no damn where. You've already taken enough risk for one day. Look, I'm still the cop here, remember? And besides, I don't need you to be taking any more chances either. I'll watch my back. Look, Max is my source and he helped us. I'm not going to let nothing happen to him. Look, I have to go. He's waiting. Jacob says, all right, look, just take care of yourself out there, man, all right? Oh, look who's here. We see the perfect looking couple, Catherine and Tomas. They're at Orphe Jeans. And yeah, she says, well, Chelsea Cat is a little bit more Chelsea and a little less cat right now. So he was like, you guys okay? She say, like, Chelsea's on board and living in my own wing at the Grand. If Naomi, Chelsea, and Martin weren't married or engaged, all the third gen would fight to move in. All the third generation children, they will fight to move in that whole wing. So what's the matter, Cat? Like I said, she just be lying, y'all. He says, I would pay to see that Dupree Fight Club. She says, I'm small, but I'm scrappy. He says, yes, you are. You are, my love. But you don't have to put on your brave face for me. Well, she says, well, she just has to get through this rough patch. But honey, when you said that it was going to be hard to see her struggle up close, I wish I'd been wrong. But I wouldn't trade it. Grand's go-to is to close ranks and to not let anyone see her like this except for Granddad. But she's starting to get used to me being there and letting down her guard. Is it okay for me to say that I am proud of you, my boo? I honestly feel so honored to be there, she says. Oh, baby, I feel honored being able to talk to you like this. Let me be where you relax and let loose. It's up to you. We can go out to stay in. We can salsa or slow dance. We can work out, we can eat breakfast. Just tell me what you need. I'll make it happen. If Carlton and Cal were cars, the damn daddy wants to hear every in detail about what's. I told y'all that last week. She wants Nicole to tell her everything, honey. Who would you drive, honey, for 100,000 miles? It is not a competition. Danny beat back to the chest like, bitch. It's more of an exploration. Okay, Danny says, if Andre weren't the best thing I'd ever tasted, I would be pulling up next to your ass at the sexy man buffet, honey. Danny, where is the lie, honey? We've both spent way too long on our starter husband. No, honey, no. We've got to be fucking honest now on this post Bill and Ted's not so excellent adventure. Clock that. Yeah, that was a good writers, you did that. I used to hate that movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. If y'all remember, it's from the 80s. Keanu Reeves, and I can't remember who the other person is, but I think Keanu Reeves is one of the actors. If you know who it is, put it in the comments below. So Danny was like, "Cause honey, I'm checking in. All right, all right. So I want you to choose. So you tell me, where is your heart?" Well, intellectually, physically, Carlton and I line up. We love the same movies, plays. He's funny and sweet. And after I see him, I want to see more, you know? And with Kyle, honey, it's like no other man exists. Mm. Well, conceivably, sissy, you could keep both, but I don't see Carlton would keep his cool for that long, girl. Because he is the one who wants to be Mr. Nicole now. We all know that. Well, actually, Kyle made a couple of surprising moves himself. In the bedroom, girl. Danny, she is not gonna tell you what they be doing, girl. Although you be ready to tell her about what you be doing to her nephew, she is not gonna tell you. Well, actually, he just signed a lease at Barrington Towers. Wait a minute, that new building that is oh so close to Fairmont Crest 60? And he gave me a key to his place. Wait a minute, girl. So someone ended up catching feelings after all. Hmm. He said that it didn't have to mean anything and he just wanted me to have full access. No strings, no expectations, just whenever I wanted. Oh, just full access. Yeah. Sounds like there's a front runner in the Nicole bracket. Nicole tells her, I don't want to do Carlton like that, girl. He has been so good for me. And so, but Danny says, and Nicole's like, Kyle is giving me something that I've been looking for. See, I knew that she was digging Kyle more than she was Carlton. Carlton is too familiar to her because she's known him for a long time. Kyle, brand new baby, ain't never probably dipped her toe in the vanilla, ice cream before. She says he's giving me an open door. And Danny was like, bitch, that's right, complete with your own damn key. Oh Lord, honey, we are at the hospital and Vernon is bringing in my Anita. Just she just looks so hurt and in pain in that wheelchair. So we see that Dr. Monica is there. So she was like, "Oh my God, Mrs. Dupree, Senator, what happened?" Vernon says yesterday she hit a wall and it's been worse by the hour. Monica, you better not go nowhere, girl. Don't go back to Houston. You stay right there in DC. So Monica was like, new medication, girl? No, I can't keep it down. Okay, okay, we'll get you admitted, Dr. Monica says, and contact Dr. Bauer with your permission. She talks to Shanice because Shanice is there. So she asks her on what she's experiencing, and the fatigue and nausea have intensified. And so has the pain. Okay, okay, okay. So where does the pain rank? Like from 1 to 10? 10, bitch, 10. Vernon says, make that a damn 15. So Shanice comes behind her and tells her that they're going to make sure that they make her feel comfortable. They should have like a more of a private wing for people like her because she's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? All you need is the wrong person with the camera. Just put that all over the damn social media. So they push her off, they wheel her off, and so Monica is trying to talk to Dr. Bauer. Ashley has Dr. Bauer on the phone. Monica is asking Vernon, can you stay here? Just in case if you have any questions or if he has any questions. So Vernon was like, of course, and I'm right behind you, my love. So yeah, I feel so sorry for her. We back in the alley with Grayson and Rashad, aka Jacob. So Grayson comes to Jacob and asks him, "Did Max make it out okay?" He said, "Yeah." Grayson was like, "Good, good. But I'm gonna let you know one damn thing that wasn't cool. You dropping that on me in the damn elevator. Listen, man, I owe Max, and I couldn't make it to him without raising suspicion. But you could. No harm, no foul." Shit, Grayson was like, look, that ain't necessarily true. Jacob's like, wait a minute, what? One of them guys made it inside? He was like, nah, Ashley walked in on my ass right after I was threatening him. I warned his ass. And Shanice's damn nosy ass spidey senses was rising up over there. He was like, but you handled it though, right? Grayson was like, but this is where this shit ends, all right? I don't owe nobody nothing. Look, relax, man. All right? Everything's gonna shake out just the way it's supposed to, all right? So Grayson was like, are you messing with me? Are you trying to fuck with me? They just didn't just get rid of Max, all right? They just didn't give him no little nick, no little damn little scratch. They marked his ass up so that he can be taught a fucking lesson. Same thing can happen to me or worse. So don't just stand there talking to me like you can stop some shit that's already happening. Daddy, just tell mother to throw on some lip gloss. Back at the country club, this is Vernon calling Danny. And I don't think it's lip gloss, honey. We're at the hospital. Can you tell your sister? Danny was like, she's right here with me. What happened? She had a bad night and a worse morning. Danny was like, say less. We're on our way. Don't try to stop us from coming because look, girl, look, listen now. There's no rush, all right? They are admitting her in. And the doctor's already standing right here in front of me. Bye, baby. So he hung up on Danny. So Dr. Monica was like, as you know already, Senator, Anita asked me to consult. So he was like, wait a minute, where's Dr. Bauer? Monica says, well, he is unavailable at the moment, but he'll be there as soon as he can. I'm so grateful to have someone like you on Anita's team. What can you tell me? She says, well, until we get the blood work and the scans, you know more than I do. So fill me in. He was like, well, I need to go see my wife. So we can talk while you take me to her. She said, yes, yes. So Ashley is looking. She needs to call Naomi. Anyway, are in Anita's room, and so Shanice is checking on her and tells her that they'll hook her up to some pain meds as soon as possible. This the same hospital room that damn Max just got out of. Bill was in. Who else? Peaches. Who else been in this damn hospital bed? It's the same room, honey. They ain't changed. It's the same room. So Anita's laying there. So Shanice was like, "Oh my God, it comes in waves, right?" Mm-mm. Anita says, "Honey, more like squalls." So Shanice says, "Honey, when it hits, just inhale and exhale through the squall." So she's did exactly what she told her to do, and we find out that Anita's heart rate is elevated. So we find out that her blood pressure is a little low, and she has a low grade fever, but her vitals are not to the point where they are really worried about her. So she says, "No, just my entire body is." So Bauer did order like blood panels, urine, IV drip for fluids, and fever and pain. So Shanice is gonna get her vitals started, the IV popping and going, and so she says, if you just don't want any water, how about some juice? The girl can't keep nothing down, girl. No, no, I do need something though. Is Vernon out there? She says, yeah, he's right here out here in the hallway talking to Dr. McCormick. Do you want me to get him? No, no, no. Uh, I have the right to update my file. Anyone being informed, correct? So Shanice was like, yes, ma'am. You do control what information is being disseminated. Yes. Good. Because I want to sign a do not resuscitate order. Wow, I had a uncle who's actually the same name as Sir. So of course y'all don't know what Sir's real name is, but and so he had had a situation like years ago. Unfortunately, he has passed on since then, but he was going through like some series of heart attacks. So not heart attacks, but heart attacks. And so when he came back the first time, he said his heart was hurting. He had them big old circles on his chest, and he was telling me, he was like, "Honey, if they ever try to do that, I told my wife, no, I don't want to come back from that, because it was like you went through like a whole marathon, you know." And it was tough on him. So the last time he had it, of course, my auntie, she didn't want to. I think he was on life support. She had to do the unplugging, but he told her like, "Mm-mm, I ain't going through that shit no more. That was rough. Like leave me be." So, and she lived according to his wishes. But that's tough though. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Have you guys ever had that before? Had a family member or a friend or even yourself went through something like a surgery, and you have the DNR on your chart, or somebody that you love had that? I know with me, when I had, might be a TMI, but I don't care. I had my partial hysterectomy. I think I told y'all that before. And I can't have a surgery like that puts me under anesthesia, because it puts me in a too deep sleep that they have to literally, like, my heart rate just started slowing down. That they had to bring me back. My mom said they had to bring me back because she was calling my name, waking me up. She's like, "Girl, they thought you was out of here." That's what she told me like years ago when I had my partial hysterectomy. I think 2016, 2017. Yeah, she said, "Girl, they thought you was out of here because you was out." So I can't have no type of major surgeries or anything like that. Or they got to really keep an eye on the amounts of anesthesia that they give me. If not, honey, I'll see y'all on the other side. And it's only because like one of my heart valves is kind of, they call it mitral valve prolapse, and so I guess one of my valves is not cylinder or perpendicular like it should be. I don't know. This is what it was years ago, but yeah, it was crazy. But I don't know if I would want to put my kids through that. I don't know. It would have to be. I would have to let my daughter, because she's the oldest one, make that determination. But we'll see. But hopefully we won't have to go through that. Anyway, back to the show. Look, man, Max is safe, all right? You ain't got to pop the fuck off. We're back in the alleyway with Grayson and Jacob. Grayson was like, "Look, now I thought that I could get my mom into a good place without this shit changing me. So what the fuck happened?" I warned his ass. I warned Max not to tell our friends outside about me. Come on, man. Max don't even know your fucking name, but he knows my damn face. And he knows I work at damn Garland, all right? Max wouldn't rat on you. He said, "Well, the look that he had on his face after I threatened his ass said as much. It made me sick." Jacob was like, "Jason, man, look. I justified doing this shit by telling myself that I would never get my fucking hands bloody for real, for real." This is what Grayson is telling Jacob. "But this is who I am now. A man now have laid a hand on Max, but I might as well have." That's what's gonna happen to Jacob. Jacob will have to kill somebody. I feel like he's gonna have to do it. And I hope that he won't be so far out there that it's gonna be hard to reel him back to normalcy. All right, we're back at the hotel. I'm sorry, the hospital. And we see Anita. Girl, nails are done, honey. If nothing else is done on this heifer, she got her wedding ring on and her nails are done. So she's trying to sip her water with the little, blood pressure thing on her little pointer finger, index finger. Her nails is done. Yes, they're done, baby. Natural color, nice, normal looking. They're beautiful. And she got that big rock on her finger. Go ahead, Miss Anita. And I tell you, that scene alone was the most powerful scene. She didn't say not one word. But with her doing the inhales and exhales and letting the water go through, and you could tell that every time she took that's a pain. Remember, Shanice told her to inhale and exhale. She had at least 3 or 4 of them things just in that little segment of the scene. Brilliant. She's such a great actress. Now we are in the waiting area where Vernon is sitting there, just worried. So Shanice comes to the lobby and she tells him that they've taken her blood and that IV drip is making her comfortable. And so Vernon was like, "Shit, she's miles from comfortable." She says the medicine takes time, but you can go head on in there and hold her hand and work your own magic. So when Vernon leaves to go to the room, Shanice looks at her auntie and she says, "Can I talk to you?" And Monica was like, "Sure, bitch. What we talking about?" So Vernon makes it to the room. I know you hate being hooked up to all these, but I do hope that you can see now that it was best to come here. Hiding out was no answer. We have to face this. So we back in the hallway in near the nurse's station. So Monica is telling her, "Girl, I ain't seen that look on your face since my sister told you that no spring fling. Girl, you couldn't go to your spring fling. What you do, girl?" So Shanice was like, "Honey, I would not what I wouldn't give to have those type of kid problems again." She says, "But I was updating the forms we have patients sign, insurance, medical history, medical directives." So Monica was like, "Look, honey, you don't have to mind HIPAA with me, Shanice. Mrs. Dupree asked me to consult. She wants to change her directive. She wants to stop treatment and sign a DNR." She says, and that is her damn right. Patients can change their mind at any time as long as they have the capacity to understand the risks, benefits, and alternatives. She says, our personal beliefs should not be a factor. Go ahead, fix her, Dr. Monica. Shanice is like, honey, it is my professional opinion that she was under extreme duress, that a temporary pain should not be the determining factor if she stays in this world. So please, Auntie, please just really just make sure that this is something that she really wants. So Monica says she'll do what she can. I want the forms on hand. So we're near the elevators, and so we see Nicole is finally back. Good thoughts to see. So Danny and her are there holding hands, and so Danny was like, "She's mother. She'll be fine." Yes, she will. Oh, Kat, I don't want her to be blindsided when she shows up at home and nobody's there. This is Nicole. I'm sorry if you heard me burp a little bit. Sorry, I had some Mexican food. It's the next day if you don't know. Ooh, I will tell y'all in the next video why I'm so delayed this week, but it's all good. We're going to get these all 5 episodes in this week. Hey, Mom. So she calls her. You know, her and Tomas are still there at Orphe Jean's. Granddad had to take Mother to the hospital. Um, okay. Did the pain get worse? Um, yes, but we don't know anything else. Well, should I light up the Dupree family phone tree on my way over? No, I'm with your Aunt Danny. Let us get the lay of the land first. Tell Gran, tell Gran that I'm on chapter 3, and she's right. Agatha Christie is a bona fide genius. I will tell her you love her, baby girl. I mean, we have rules about excessive fawning. We can make an exception. Oh, honey, I'm about to get on the elevator. I love you, Mom. So she hangs up the phone and tells Tomas that her grandmother's in the hospital. He said, I'd heard. I'm so sorry, baby. So she's just out of it. It's just rough. So they get off the elevator, which pretty much they opened and closed it. Because they was in the lobby area getting on the elevator, Nicole and Danny, but then they opened it. You know, they just showed another angle as if they was going to another floor. Y'all ain't fooling no fucking body unless they had a whole nother set built. But that's too much money. Y'all just had a more closer camera shot of Nicole and Danny, just the elevator doors. Y'all didn't show no signs, so y'all just reopened the door, give a more wider shot to show us as if they went to another damn floor. Y'all ain't fooling nobody beyond the gates. So they see Ashley there. They ask her how Mama doing. Have they got the blood work back or what's going on? So Ashley was like, Nah, they haven't completed the full workup yet. So we're back in the room. So Monica comes in with paper in hand, like she says, Senator, may I have a moment alone with Anita to finish assessing her? Oh, my wife's not shy. Baby, go get some coffee and see if Danny and Nicole are here. Well, I mean, if it's just a damn exam, my love, right? I don't want you to end up in this bed with me, okay? Go get some coffee. He leans in and said, honey, you think I won't jump in there? Go ahead, Vernon. Such a good man. I know you will, she says. Please, Danny and Nicole might have questions. So when Vernon leaves, Monica's standing over her bed with the papers in her hand. And so Anita's like, bitch, I know why you here. I'm looking at you. I see exactly. What? You spoke to Shanice. Monica was like, first, I just need to ask you some questions. I'm not going anywhere, honey. Well, is the medicine reaching your pain at all yet? It is slightly less tolerable, intolerable. So Monica tells her it's going to decrease. And Lady was like, bitch, all these years of research and we're still guessing at pain. The medicine could or should sometime. You know what I know for sure? I can't go through another day like this. I wish I could tell you that tomorrow will be better. Anita, I'm sorry. Monica says, but the pain may even get even worse before you turn the corner. But well then bitch, what's the point of putting myself and my family through all that shit if I'm gonna die anyway? So Vernon is in the lobby. Daddy, how is she? She's he just got stuck because they just like, I got chip. Don't you start, Shar. Oh, you can see how Ashley is looking at him and Danny is looking like, you know, why am I really well, you know we cry over here, honey. Y'all all of us, most of us cry over here, so this ain't out the ordinary. I don't know why that hit me. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a sad moment, but it's just you never seen Vernon speechless, and you can tell on everybody is giving three separate expressions and I don't know. Ashley is giving I feel sorry, but I'm listening. Nicole is looking really concerned and Danny's looking like Danny. She don't know what to look. It's just he says she's let just give me a minute. So he sits down and they're just looking like what the hell? Yeah. So Nicole goes and gets them three some water. They're sitting down. She gives Danny a bottle. She tries to give it to her father. He says, no, I don't want to. Wait a minute. We're initiating a hunger strike until you get mother back. I mean, so we're at the desk. So Shanice tells Ashley, she says, girl, look, the Duprees are in great hands, my aunties and mine, okay? I know, Ashley says, I just want to interrupt them, but I just don't want to interrupt them, but so Shanice was like, girl, take your ass home. Because she just worked a long shift. She says, I'll tell them to call you if they need anything. So she tells Shanice that she's going to be texting her to check to make sure everything's okay. So she texts Grayson, telling him that she's about to leave work. Let her know if he's free later on. Kissy, huggy. Y'all know what that's what XO means. Kiss is the X's and the O is the hug. It's so cute. You did this shit to help your mama. That doesn't change who you are to the core. We're back in the alley, and that is what Jacob is telling Grayson. You did the right damn thing, all right? The rest was just you trying to self protect. Grayson was like, well, don't fucking put no shine on it. This shit is done. But we ain't. We still in this shit. We have to rely on each other. Or we both going down. Grayson was like, well, look, one close call don't make us no damn friends. Jacob was like, man, alone means you can't watch your back either. He was like, yeah, I've gotten used to alone this year. Grayson, I guess he's a loner. So Jacob was like, you been in this shit for a year? Yeah, he says. Well, I'm still fucking new. I'm like, damn, if you've been in this shit for a year, where's the coins? Where's the munyon? Where's the moolah? Where is it? Cause you must not be making much. What's going on, honey? If you in this shit for a year. Okay, not quite yet. Cause Doug didn't die until September. Okay, well maybe Doug might still be out. I don't know. Cause he died in September. I know that him and Randy were talking about a plan, but I don't remember when that plan was. I know y'all like, Shar, Doug is dead. I don't believe it until we in this thing 5, 6, 7 seasons. If they want to be able to stay on top, they better bring back Dr. Douglas McBride. They better bring back Dougie. Jacob says, I'm still trying to figure out how deep this shit goes. How many people are involved in this fucking ring at Garland, huh? Grayson was like, look, the ring is designed just so you know what you do. The ring's designed just so you know what you do. Oh, okay. And nothing else. Jacob digging. You got to have a contact there, right? Stop asking questions since you so new, mother. He says, I'm only contacted through text. So that's because that's how the guy at the top likes that shit. I got you. Grayson was like, well, that's the fuck how I like it. And I don't even like knowing you. So he leaves and go back to the lab. So we're back with Kat and Tomas, and she just tells him that her grandfather was sure that she was going to be okay. So we're going to see what they're talking about. We're not going to hit this line by line. We're just going to see what they're talking about and do a synopsis. So she just goes on like if she would have been there. He was like, look, but butterfly, if what could you have done that your grandfather hadn't done already? All right, just focus on the fact when about the love you have for her and when she comes home. If she comes home, yeah. So we're back at the hospital, and Vernon was like, cancer is a fucking thief. It really is. It really, 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 really is. Take the one person that you love. I mean, many people that you love, but it's a thief. Stealing every which way that she can manage. She can't read because her fingers hurt, and she has to lean on me to even take a few steps because she won't use a walker. My mom was the same way. She did not want to use no walker. Because she was so used to getting up, just going, she did not want to use a walker. And then her apartment is it all carpet? No, no, it's not all. What is it? I can't remember. But she did not want to use no. When she was able to get off that walker just briefly, she was dancing. She danced, 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 danced. But when she had to use a walker, honey, she did not. Even her last time I saw her, the nurse had she was trying to practice for her getting up and sitting down, just getting up and sitting down. So she was doing good. And then when me and my daughter came to the room to see her, she was holding on to the walker, act like she couldn't get up. She was like, "Oh, now Miss Such and Such, y'all know her first name, Miss Carolyn, because we got a Carolyn here. Miss Carolyn, you was doing good before your daughter and your granddaughter came in here. Now you acting like you don't want to do nothing." I can really laugh about it, y'all. I really can, because I mean, I was the funny daughter for her, and yeah, she loved her attention, but yeah, this whole episode is really getting to me. It's really really getting to me. And unfortunately, this is a story because we all know that she's going to heal from it, but in real life, that doesn't necessarily happen for a lot of us. So yeah, it's we gonna get through it. We definitely are. Maybe that's why it's taking me forever to get through these episodes because it's been heavy. It's been heavy for me. So and this morning she could barely sit up at all. Look, Daddy, we're just glad that you got her here, okay? Danny tells her. What is Dr. Bauer saying? He's not here yet. Monica is with her. Danny was like, Monica? Oh, Dr. Monica McCormick. She's Shanice's aunt. She's one of the heads of the departments in the oncology department at MD Anderson in Houston. Well, that is one of the largest cancer centers in the world, Nicole says. And Danny was like, wow, is she going to give her something for the plane? Well, then she'll feel better because Vernon nodded his head. And then she'll accept that the rest of her extraordinary life is just another side of this dark chapter. I'm not so sure about that. Then they do a slow pan to Anita's room. And Monica's telling her, bitch, this is not the time to underestimate yourself, girl. I keep waiting to hit rock bottom, the worst day before this turning point you mythologized. But it does not come. Dr. Monica says, look, I had a patient who compared it to being in a holding pattern on a plane. You just don't jump out of a plane just because it's circling, especially when there are still many moves to make. There are medications that can be used with your current treatments that can mitigate the side effects. But first, I want to pinpoint the cause of your pain, girl. And pain isn't usually associated with your current regimen. So wait a minute. Do I have some other kind of cancer? Do I have something else entirely? I mean, I don't want to know. Even if it could end this pain, girl, I have never been more certain that the body and spirit are separate things. I have loved this body. It had served me well. This is the body I enjoyed and employed. Mm. The one that wined and dined and traveled and ran and swam. The one that danced all over those stages and belted out all that music. The one that Vernon worshiped and gave me my children. But right now, this is a house of pain. Jesus. Whew. And it's smoking me out. And heaven help me, my spirit wants to be free of it. So Monica was like, girl, what about that man out there and your big, fabulous family? If Vernon keeps watching this, he will not only climb in this bed with me, he will climb into my grave. Girl, it isn't up to him how much he can handle. Isn't it up to all of them? I can't keep watching my family hurt because I'm hurting. This morning, this morning, I found myself losing that small piece that ties me to this body. What piece is that? My, I tried to sing, but the chemo has left my throat raw and scorched. Ooh, I'm going to cry. Phew. There was only this dry, burning whisper that used to be where my music lived. Every breath scraped across my throat like glass. My voice is me, and it's gone. I'm already gone. My family just doesn't know it yet. Now, why don't you let me see what's in that file? Or are you going to just stand there and act like I don't know my own mind? So we're back in the alleyway, and we see that Smitty is at the Bird Cafe, and he tells they on the phone with each other, and so he tells Jacob that he has Max all settled, settled where he is, wherever that is, and now we can start. He can start mending himself up. Thank goodness, Jacob says. Shit, Smitty was like, thank Grayson. How in the fuck is he doing? I mean, he all right. I tried to press him for some info, who would head in charge, but he kept giving me some bullshit about that he only gets his messages through text. Smitty was like, and you don't believe him? Nah, I don't believe him. He's been at this shit for a whole year. So I'm assuming that he's met or seen his contact at Garland at least once. So Smitty tells him, just look, keep working them. Something's got to give, and hopefully that's Grayson. So we're back at Orphe Jean's. Tomas is on the other side of the bench with his girlfriend. He tells Kat, look, this could be a setback, all right? I'm sorry, this could be a setback, not the setback, baby. So he just, she tells him, like, honey, you're running late. You need to go on back to work. You don't have to be here with me. He was like, there's no place that I'd rather be. He hugs her. Okay, we're back at the hospital. So Vernon is sitting there with his girls. He says, you both called me the Anita Whisperer once. Yesterday, I tried to shout down your mother's fears. So Danny was like, wait a minute, you had a fight? I was trying to lift her up, but I had the opposite effect. If mother didn't have all of these bad days through all of this, I would be worried. Vernon said, this shit is different. Then maybe it's time that we send this red devil packing and get a new medicine. Vernon was like, it's more than that. I know that woman's will. I'm afraid she's given up her fight. Back in the room, Monica has her water with her, got the paperwork on the little table. And she tells Anita, baby, here is the DNR. She says, but I want to make sure that you understand what no extraordinary measures mean. If your heart stops, there's no CPR or any resuscitation attempts. And then there's a question of nutrition. Look, bitch, Shanice filled me in on all of the inglorious details. Oh, wow. Monica says, honey, I had a patient, Charlotte, okay, who had the same initial diagnosis. Her cancer metastasized. Honey, you name a cancer, that woman had it. And we treated it and she fought, Monica says. She was cured. She says her tumor shrunk enough for that baby to go home. Mm-mm-mm. But 18 months later, honey, they roared back. Y'all know I have problems with my R's. Anita said, mm, that's your idea of an uplifting story, girl? Monica says, look, every patient wants a cure, okay? But my goal is time. Charlotte wanted to meet her granddaughter. She made it to her first birthday party. Aren't there Dupree events, milestones that you want to be there for? So many. But how does that work? Me having a coughing fit or passing out while my great granddaughter is dancing at her cotillion? I will not pull focus. So Monica was like, so wait a minute, you don't want to be there at all? It's quality of time that matters. With any grace, I could laugh rather than grit my teeth in pain. Or I can hug instead of nearly breaking at my husband's touch. Or maybe, just maybe, I could sing at my granddaughter's wedding. But what if I tell you, Dr. Monica says, that this too shall pass with certainty? Would that be worth today's pain? Mm, girl. Charlotte had a year and a half, girl. You could have so much more time. The operative word there is could. So Monica stands at the edge of her bed. She says, honey, you are Anita Dupree. You have lived your entire life defying every fucking rule. And that is a double-edged sword. You have broken down every barrier, girl, and then everything fell into place. And on the other side, you've been used to being the exception to the rule. Cancer does not care what your name is. We are trying to give you more time, but you need to give us the opportunity to find the right medicine, to find the right treatment. Time for you not to give up, but no guarantees, right? Well, honey, you would have a chance. And you are Anita Dupree. And lady, I'd take those odds any day. Bitch! Woo! I love me some Dr. Double M, honey. So we hear it's Vernon. Ladies, are you all caught up in here? What? All set, Monica says. I'll check on you. And Anita says, thank you. Are you coming down from the pain? Because Monica had already left. She says a little. He says, good. Um, Nicole and Danny want to hug their mother, and I want to hug them right back. But first, I need to talk to my husband. My love, I've made some decisions about my future. No, Nita, no. And that is the end of episode number 55, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. What a powerful, deep, heavy ass episode. This was tough, y'all. I can't even sit here and act like I'm not impacted and affected by seeing this lady's journey go through this. It's really, really, really hitting home. But you know, we got to keep pushing forward because I know that's what my mom would want, and I know that you have relatives, even some of my rascals who have been through this. So you all know. So this was tough. So we're gonna get through it, and I will see y'all in the next video, and I will give y'all an update of what's going on with Auntie. All right, love you, bye.